Hi guys, today we're presenting our 18th travel vlog, our trip to Venice, one of the most iconic cities in the world. Built on a stunning archipelago of 118 small, charming islands in the Venetian lagoon, all linked by over 150 canals and 400 bridges. This is truly a destination like no other, with a history stretching back to the 5th century. We stayed 3 nights in Mestre, and we explored the picturesque islands of central Venice, Burano and Murano. This will be a 2-episode series, and in this part, we'll cover the first 2 days of our trip. The route from Geneva was mostly the same as to Stresa and Lake Garda, which we've already covered on the channel. We stayed in an apartment a couple of minutes away from the tram stop. It was fairly simple, but comfortable for our stay. Having an accommodation in Mestre is a great, affordable option, since staying on the islands is quite pricey. It's also a popular and practical choice, as the mainland is very well connected to Venice by tram and bus. Alright, so we're here in Mestre in our apartment, and it's pretty late right now. You can see it's like 8:30 right now. We're just moving into our apartment, getting our luggage in right now, and it's pretty dark right now. It's like, well, it's night pretty much, so I don't think we'll be able to explore much. We'll just have some food and go to bed. We'll start the day tomorrow. We'll start exploring tomorrow, and have a good time here in Venice. We stopped at the restaurant just under our place called Taverna Fontana, where I tried some authentic spaghetti al nero di seppia, a local specialty made with cuttlefish ink, which tasted great and was a fun experience.
It's too hard.
I wasn't expecting this much black ink everywhere. Afterwards, we called it a day and headed back to the apartment. The plan for the day was to start by checking out the main island of Venice, more precisely St. Mark's Square, home to the Bell Tower, the Basilica and the Doge's Palace. Then explore the colorful town of Burano. We walked over to the tram station and got a 2-day public transport pass at a local store nearby. The tram ride took around 15 to 20 minutes, and we got off at the last stop called Venezia Piazzale Roma, which is the main transport hub of Venice. It's also one of the few places accessible by car here, as from now on, boats and water buses take over as the main form of transportation. We came in autumn, which alongside spring is considered the best time to visit the archipelago. It was a clear, sunny day with temperatures reaching 26 degrees. We could already see the classic Venetian-style buildings and streets from afar, motivating us to hop on a water bus and venture into the countless canals that awaited us. We then got off at San Marco and made our way to St. Mark's Square. It's a very charismatic town square with interesting architecture, highlighting the rich history of the place. Elements of Venetian Gothic mixed with Byzantine influence and Renaissance ideals make Venice a true cultural melting pot. Here we are at St. Mark's Square, very iconic historic site. It's absolutely packed with tourists everywhere, but it's really beautiful. So yeah, we're just having a good time here. It's pretty sunny as well. St. Mark's Bell Tower was definitely the most prominent feature of the area. Being the city's tallest structure, it's nicknamed the Master of the House by locals. The tower was originally built as a watchtower and lighthouse in the 9th century, but it collapsed in 1902 and was rebuilt by 1912. Even coming here in the off-season didn't save us from the enormous crowds everywhere we looked. This palace is a Gothic work of art and was the seat of power for the Venetian Republic for centuries. It has actually been a long time since we've been to such a touristy location. In fact, 25 to 30 million tourists visit Venice annually, which is mind-blowing. After having soaked in the lively atmosphere and admired the main historic gems of the square, we advanced towards the shore. There are currently around 400 licensed gondolas in the lagoon. As we strolled along the enchanting shore, it was time for lunch. We stopped at Trattoria de Roberto for some simple yet satisfying pizza. We returned to the coast to look around for a water bus stop to Burano and stumbled upon this stunning statue. We boarded line L14 and the ride felt quite refreshing as we traversed the Venetian lagoon. Despite getting a chance to enjoy the pleasant views, it also got a bit tiring because the water bus took around an hour to reach our destination. We could already see the enticing, brightly painted houses and shops of Burano from afar. We have arrived at Burano. This town is well known for its beautiful streets full of vibrant facades reflecting into the canals, so I was very eager to discover what awaited us. These cool souvenirs hinted at the picture-perfect vistas coming up. As soon as we stepped onto this street, it felt like having entered a painting. The houses here are truly candy colored, with bright pops of saturated hues and shades I'd never even seen on houses before. If you're planning on visiting Venice, you simply cannot skip this island, as the small fishing town is certainly unlike any other I've seen, much different from the classic Mediterranean pastel-colored buildings. A local explained that the tide rises above the floor level at around 2 p.m., which is why the floor is currently wet. This is a common phenomenon among other neighboring islands as well. We also found this quieter lane, which truly felt straight out of a child's imagination or even a fairy tale. So we have once again those classic narrow lanes with colorful candy colored houses, but these are just special. These are vibrant colors, you know, you don't have pastel colors, you have bright colors here. So it's special here. It's different from what we've seen in the Mediterranean, and it's much better than that. It was very enjoyable to stroll along these streets, which have a much slower pace than central Venice. It's crazy to think that these are actually residential areas, meaning that people get to see these sensational decorations and amazing views every day. I was having a blast. Burano is also known for its lace-making tradition, dating back to the 16th century. It was now time to return to the main island. We actually got off at a different water bus stop called Fondamente Nove, which is near the San Marco area, since now we wanted to check out the Rialto Bridge. On our way, we got to enjoy some coastal views of the lagoon. This body of water is brackish, meaning that it's essentially a mixture of fresh water and salt water. After that, we made our way to the Rialto Bridge through a couple of quiet narrow streets, before reaching the busier part of central Venice and stopping for some fresh and crispy snacks. Here we are at the popular tourist attraction, which offers stunning views of the Grand Canal from both sides. Built in the 16th century, it is the oldest crossing of the canal. It's a pretty active location, definitely worth checking out, connecting the historic districts of San Marco and San Polo. This also meant that it was hard to find an empty spot to film from. As the evening crept in, the scene became even more magical, with a beautiful sunset. Boats passed beneath, lights turned on, and the reflections on the water came to life. The bridge's design is truly fascinating. I got back up for one last look from the top, before heading down the other side. After admiring the lively surroundings of the Grand Canal, we took a water bus back to Piazzale Roma, which was the last stop of the line. For dinner, we ate at the same restaurant under our apartment, and it did not disappoint. After which we wrapped it up for the day. Our journey isn't over yet, and stay tuned for episode 2. Please remember to like and click the channel icon to subscribe. Bye!